Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So here we go again. Another loss for the Timberwolves, man. And I called it. I said they would lose game 3. After losing game 2, I said they are going to lose game 3 because the Mavericks, they got the momentum and they have an unstoppable duo. And here we are again. Another loss. They lost game 3 and it's over. Before the series started, I said they would have trouble with Rudy Gobert. Why did I say that? Because I knew they would exploit him. They're going to do mismatches. And I was worried about Rudy Gobert in the Timberwolves lineup because of small ball. And lo and behold, that's what's going on. They're exploiting him, and he's just not playing great. And let's talk about Karl-Anthony Towns, man. This dude is a waste. This man is 7 foot, shot horrible the entire series, and he continues to shoot threes. He don't want to go in the block, don't want to go in the post. This man continues to play on the perimeter. Make it make sense. If your shots aren't falling, why would you keep shooting threes when you could go in the post, go in the paint, get on the block? And this is the problem with this generation of players, man. They don't want to play inside anymore. Everybody want to shoot threes. You're 7 foot. There's nothing more annoying than seeing a big man standing on the perimeter all night. That's insane. Cat haven't been playing good, man. This guy haven't been playing well the entire series. He's unreliable. This man is not reliable. And this is what happens when you shoot threes. When they're not falling, you're going to lose the NBA series. You're going to lose games. You're going to get bounced in the playoffs. That's what happened. Another issue is the coach continues to leave Rudy Gobert in the game in the fourth quarter, in crunch time. You got to know when to leave this man on the bench. But for some reason, the coach refused to leave this man on the bench. Hence why they're losing. Because you got to play small ball. You got to match the Mavericks. You got to match what they're doing. Or at least put a lineup out there that's going to help you win. And it's already proven when Rudy Gobert is on the bench, they play better. But for some reason, the Timberwolves, the coach, he refused to leave this man on the bench. Hence why they're in the situation they're in. You got to make adjustments, man. You got to make adjustment on the fly in real time. This is chess. You are playing chess on the basketball court. So if the Mavs is kicking your ass, you got to make some adjustments. You got to look at what's not working, what's working, and exploit that. But if you keep on doing the same thing, game 1, game 2, game 3, and you're not making adjustments, you're going to lose. And let's be honest, man. Ant-Man is going out worse than Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. At least they came back and made it a series. These dudes is getting wiped off the floor, man. It's looking like a possibly sweep. And that's insane. And this shows you the difference between Denver and the Timberwolves. Even though Denver lost to the Timberwolves, you could see the difference in their championship pedigree. Because they went down 0-2 and came back and almost won the series. The Timberwolves went down 0-2 and I knew it was over. I knew it was over. Because they don't have the same pedigree Denver have. You can't trust Cat. You can't trust Rudy Gobert. And Ant-Man, he's never been there before. This is his first time. When you put all that together, I knew it was over. You go down 0-2, your team has no experience, never been in that position before, you're going to lose. So the Timberwolves, they're about to go extinct. These dudes is getting destroyed by Kyrie and Luka, man. It's crazy. They have no answer for Kyrie and Luka. You have no answer for these two. This dynamic duo is a problem. What's worse about it, the league tried to exile Kyrie. The league tried to exile Kyrie, get him out of there. Now look at the man. He's on his best behavior, balling out of his mind in the playoffs, getting his redemption. That man is built different, man. And we got to call out the elephant in the room, man. We got to call out the elephant in the room. Rudy Gobert is supposed to be the defensive player of the year. 3-4 times, getting dunked on, can't stop no one in the clutch. This shit is sad, man. But I knew this was a bad matchup before the series started. I called it. I knew it was a bad situation because I'm like, they're going to exploit Rudy Gobert. I knew this before the series started. And all the coach has to do is, you know what? Play him in spurts. Lower his minutes. during the game, see what's going on, see how they're playing him, and if they're exploiting him or it's not working, just pull him. Just lower his minutes. If he's playing 30 minutes, 30 plus, whatever, lower that to maybe 20 minutes. But you got to make some adjustments. But the coach keep on playing this man in crunch time, and they're losing. They're down 3-0 now because the coach continues to play this man in crunch time like he didn't get the memo. Like, hello, it's not working. And Cat is just disappointing, man. This dude is so unreliable. That's the reason why they're losing. Ant-Man showed up. Even if Rudy Gobert gave you nothing, it wouldn't matter. If Cat balled out, did his thing. But he's unreliable, and the man is shooting threes, man. This guy is 7 foot shooting threes. This shit is insane. I'm not saying you can't shoot any threes, but that's all you're going to do? You're not going to get in the post, on the block, back against the basket? And this is why we have so much to say about big men in this era. When they try to say they're so much more skilled, they're better. No, they're not. No, they're not. Situation like this. Am I surprised the Mavs won Game 3? No. I said this in my last post. They got the momentum. They got the Wolves figured out. And the stars ain't starring. Cat is on vacation. Rudy ain't living up to his defensive prowess. And Ant-Man, he ain't closing. That's another situation. They're not closing games. All 3 games came down to the wire. But they're not closing. The difference between winning and losing is closing. They should have won Game 2. They didn't close properly. Coach left Rudy in the game. Luka exploited him. Game 1, close game, anybody's game. They didn't close. Game 3, same thing. They didn't close down the stretch under 5 minutes. So they're not closing games. Their execution isn't correct. They're not executing. Hence why they're losing all these games. The difference between winning and losing is very minuscule. It's minor things why they're losing. Details. That's the key word. Attention to details. They're not doing the minor things they need to win these games. And it's over, man. There's no coming back. They're not coming back from 3-0. It's not happening. It's done. The Wolves are in uncharted waters right now, man. And it's over. There's no coming back. No team in the history of the NBA has ever came back from 3-0 or being down 0-3. It's not happening. It would take a miracle, and that's not happening. Not in basketball. Ain't no miracles like this. It's done. But this is on Ant-Man, this is on Cat, and this is on Rudy Gobert, man. They didn't play up to expectations. And in Game 3, the Mavs led the entire game. They led for most of the game. The Wolves have been playing uphill all game. They took the lead once or twice, but for most of the game, they've been fighting uphill. The Mavs had total control of Game 3. They had total control. After the first half, I knew it was over. Believe it or not, I knew it was over because they had control of the game. They had control of the game. At no point I ever felt like the Wolves had control of the game. Even when they took the lead once or twice, I never felt like that. And you have 66 points between Kyrie and Luka. Both had 33 points apiece. So these two are balling out of their minds, man. There's no stopping them. There's nothing you could do. Like, what can you do? You can't do nothing. And this is just a bad situation, man. But you know what? It's a learning experience, growing pains. Ant-Man is only 22. Everybody thought he would have done something historical. But the chances are slim. He never been here before. And usually that's the case. You're going to go through some bumps and bruises on your way to finally winning a chip. So it happens, He's young. He's only going to get better. This is learning, He's going to grow from this. Rudy Gobert, he's just useless. Cat, useless. This dude never shows up. Even before they got Ant-Man. Cat been choking even before Ant-Man. Before they ever drafted Ant-Man. Cat always been disappointing, and it haven't changed. The man now have a sidekick, and he's still disappointing. The shit's sad, man. It's just sad. And we are in a small ball era, and Rudy Gobert is out of place in this series. Coach keep playing Rudy Gobert down the stretch. He got to go small. Everybody could see this. You got to go small. But for some reason, the Timberwolves coach refused to take Rudy Gobert out the game. And that's why they're losing. They would have a better chance winning if Rudy Gobert is out the game. Because with him in the game, you're basically playing 4-on-5. All he gives you is defense, and he's not even doing that correctly. He's not even giving you optimal defense in this series. So what is he doing? Nothing. But the coach refused to take him out. And Karl Anthony Towns is 4 of 32 from downtown in the series, yet the man keeps shooting threes. Somebody please make this make sense. This man is 4 of 32 from downtown in this series, and he keeps shooting. I mean, come on. Somebody on the team got to be like, listen, Cat, man, enough of this shit. Get your big ass on the block. Somebody got to say something, but you got to make sense. You mean to tell me nobody told him, you know what, listen, shoot less threes. We needed to take mid-range and get in the post. I know you're not used to banging. You're soft. But tonight we're going to need you to be a juggernaut. We're going to need you on the block, in the post, putting pressure on the interior. Enough of all this shooting threes nonsense. It's not working. You're shooting 4 for 32. Enough. These are obvious things, man. It's obvious. So Ant-Man and Cat shot 16 of 44. Man, these dudes out here building the Great Wall of China with all them damn bricks. This is the reason why everyone is so hard on Cat. Because he's inconsistent and he doesn't know when to get on the block. No one should have to tell you, a professional basketball player, yo, get on the block, get in the post. That's common sense. My shots ain't falling. I've been shooting threes all series long. It's not working. Let me get in the post. Let me get in the post, put some pressure on the interior. Nope, he won't do that. The man continues to shoot threes, and he's not making them. So he's no use, basically. This shit crazy, man. Like, come on, man. You got to make sense. And this is why they are down 0-3, facing possibly elimination. They are going to possibly get swept because Cat is unreliable. Rudy Gobert, he doesn't fit in this series. Clearly, this series doesn't benefit him. The coach should have known that, but the coach seemed like a dummy. I'm not going to say he's not a good coach, but he haven't been making great decisions down the stretch. And that's the reason why they're losing. But we're going to see what happened in Game 4, man. You know, I'm going to call it. It's over. It's over. I don't think the Mavs are going back to Minnesota. They're going to wrap it up. Too much momentum. They're feeling too good about themselves. They got the Timberwolves figured out. You know, they got them figured out. So I say it's over, man. Put a fork in it. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share. Holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.